It's always exciting. There's always something new. It's never the same thing twice.
Ever since she was a young girl, Bobbi Jo Harris had a passion for one game: lacrosse.
I'm really competitive. I like to win. I enjoy the team atmosphere about it.
Since the moment she first stepped on the field, she's worked hard to become a success at a sport mostly dominated by males.
I started when I was 11 years old. I played with the boys for 2 years. I went on to play Team Ontario when I was 14. I made Team Canada when I was 16, and then I came to Canisius after that.
She came to Canisius College in 2005 to play for the women's lacrosse team. All seemed to be going well until one game her junior year, a day which she'll never forget.
My knee and leg stuck in the turf, and my body went one way and my leg stuck in the turf.
The result? A torn ACL. For her, this meant nearly a year of rehab and an early end to her lacrosse career. Bobbi Jo's injury was not the result of a devastating collision or a cheap shot. She merely fell on what seemed to be an ordinary lacrosse move.
Sports by their very nature are dangerous and often cause unwanted injury. So the question remains, was the turf to blame?
I would say yes, because it was running like you were on concrete, and there was just more than one injury on the turf.
Bobbi Jo wasn't the only athlete who was concerned that the astroturf might be causing unnecessary injury.
A lot of players would get hurt. We had 2 guys on our team last year that had to have surgery on their knee because of the turf.
It's brutal on the knees and back.
Ankle sprains, people getting their cleats stuck in the turf.
Every day, I mean, we'd have, half of our team in the training room icing their knees, icing their back, and heat.
A lot of guys complained of problems in their legs, their back, shin splints and things like that.
Now that we've heard from the athletes, what does the athletic training staff think?
As soon as I came here, I saw that there was a lot more injuries with the astroturf. And going to away games and things like that and seeing the difference between the astroturf here and the field turf, it was huge.
Over the past summer, Canisius decided it was time for a change and installed this new $1.6 million field turf here at the Dembski. Athletic Director Bill Maher knows better than most exactly what went into this project.
The old surface was certainly wearing out, and we knew that it was something that had to be done. We began the discussions at that point in time, and it took about 2.5 years to get the approval through the college to get it done.
So what is underneath the turf that makes it so soft?
The old turf was nylon, so it was a nylon fiber, and this fiber is what's called a polyethylene fiber. They're both, in essence, plastic fibers, but this is a much thinner fiber, and this is a 2-inch tall fiber, and then what happens is we put rubber and sand in there, so that kind of plays much more like a grass surface and looks more like a grass surface.
Although the injuries of the past cannot be erased, the new field at Dembski has everyone at Canisius hopeful for the future.
On the new turf now, it's actually fun to dive on the turf where you actually gain ground, and it's a pleasure.
Although Bobbi Jo will never have a chance to play on the new turf, perhaps looking out at the new field at Dembski will provide her with some much-needed closure.
I really hope that there's not as many injuries on the turf now. It was definitely a heartbreak, and I would hope it would never happen to anyone else. So I think that it's the best for every team here.